Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a quick video. I know things have been a little weird lately and my eye's been twitching because I'm so stressed out. I'm in my new whip, my Equinox, which I'm loving, so thanks Dad. For those that know, and now for those that don't, I had submitted to be part of the new The Dead podcast because everybody knows that I'm a huge George Romero fan. There's no hiding that. I'm not keeping it a secret, and I still am, despite not getting picked. I was hedging a lot of my bets on getting that, not for any kind of fiduciary gain, but just to kind of hopefully getting my name out there and help continue his legacy. But as plans go, plans will go awry, and I didn't get in, and I'm still bummed about it. But I was driving and I thought to myself, why not, really think about this? And I put on some tunes and I opened the window and just let the air hit my face. And I realized that while keeping his legacy alive is great, but that's something for his family to do, something for loved ones to do. And why should I give up my own hopes and my own dreams and my own aspirations to fight for someone else's dream when Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead and etc., etc., etc. are all very much keeping his legacy alive. So it's a matter of, what do I do with myself? And it all comes down to what Bob Kelso said on Scrubs. If you're a fan of Scrubs, great. If you're not, I get it. But it was near the end of the series when he said, screw what everybody else thinks, look into your heart, and do what makes you happy. And I know people have told me that before, but I needed another little boost, I guess, from myself, and taking that time to think and just kind of reflect on everything. And I know a lot of people think, oh, you're bringing the Ron Pertee show back again. It's like, you know what, though? I love doing it. And for those that wonder what I'm going to do when I don't have a guest, I'm just going to talk. Just like this. Even if the episode is super short, that's fine. It's still going to be on Spotify. It's still going to be on YouTube, and I'll put clips up on YouTube Shorts and TikTok and all that. But, at the end of the day, I need to worry about myself. And I know TikTok changed their length stuff, so this might actually go up on TikTok too. And that person was sitting at the side of the road just looking at a dandelion, just one dandelion. If people go missing, I would definitely look on Emerson Road in Racine. Anyway, so I just need to do what makes me happy, and it's like what Orson Welles said to Ed Wood in Ed Wood, and I don't think that conversation ever really happened, but it works for me, and that's, visions are worth fighting for. Why spend your life trying to make someone else's dream come true? Essentially, I'm paraphrasing. But it's not wrong at all. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of finally happy to do what I do and be happy with what I do. And for whatever reason, I'm taking the long way home, probably so I can keep talking, because I love the sound of my voice. I do. And I hope you love the sound of my voice, because the Ron Pertie Show is back. This is going to be season 12? Maybe? I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. But it's been going for 11 years now. I think March of 2021 was the 10. Yes, this is season 12. I remember back in 2005 when I started podcasting, and you had to manually upload every single episode to iTunes, because iTunes was still new. And I remember, yeah, wow, that was a long time ago. And it was simpler times. The market wasn't like a complete mess with podcasts and now YouTube and all this other kind of stuff. But I'm working on getting some new intro stuff for the show. A buddy of mine has a really amazing voice, and he wants me to send him the copy. So I'm going to send him the copy, so we have that. And I'm doing an interview on Tuesday, so we'll see what happens with that. And I'll be making videos just all over the place. And, Ron on the Road is coming up for an episode in October, because a film I did back in the day, probably 10 years now, almost 10 years now ago, is in a film festival, and I'm going, and I will be taking video and talking to people, and Ron on the Road. It's fun. It's a good time. I have a couple of lapel mics that are wireless that just plug right into the phone. It's a good time, and I'm happy I have this, because I can do this while I'm driving, and I have a lot of thoughts while I'm driving, and it's like a big run-on sentence. It really is. But at the end of the day, am I upset that I didn't get picked? Yes. But at the end of the day, I said that twice now, but ultimately it allows me to do what I want to do and forward my vision and make my dreams come true and make my own opportunities, so I don't have to worry about living in the world of entertainment that is 99% rejection. So you're gonna have to put up with me a little bit longer, folks. I ain't going nowhere except home to take a nap, because tonight on Tales from the Podcast, me, JB, and Jeff are talking about Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I got to go home and rewatch that. It's not one of my favorites, but it's in that 1 through 4, like last week's episode where Neil was talking about how the first 4 are like a real true slasher. And but I love all the movies to an extent, except for 9. I don't know, something about 9 makes me violent. I don't know. But I want to thank you all for watching, and everybody who's supporting me as a creator. And I'm in the same camp as Bobby Miller. If you don't know who Bobby Miller is, look him up. He directed the newest Critters movie. He's fantastic. He's been on the show before. Love him to death. He said that it's not content, because I don't look at it like content. I look at it, I'm being creative. And what if you told Martin Scorsese he was just making content? What would happen? You know what I mean? So, not that I'm Scorsese, and not that I'm any of these fancy people, but you get the point. And I want to thank you so much for watching. And I hate to do this, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next week with the first episode of Season 12 of The Ron Pertie Show. So thank you very much for watching, and I'm buying time so I can turn and not get into an accident. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.